Welcome to the show. Today, we're diving into loc567, an open-source iOS location simulation tool. Let's start with the basics. What problem is loc567 solving?
loc567 solves the problem of simulating location on iOS devices without the need for jailbreaking, computer dependencies, or third-party tools. It's specifically designed for iOS developers who need to test location-based apps or APIs.
That's interesting. What makes this different from existing tools that do something similar?
Most existing tools require jailbreaking, rely on enterprise certificates, or have short-lived simulations that get detected easily. loc567 is completely open source, runs purely in the Safari browser, and doesn't require any of those extra steps. It also avoids system logs, making it harder to detect.
So it's all web-based. How does that work technically? How is the simulation achieved through a browser?
loc567 uses the W3C geolocation API to simulate location directly in the browser. It bypasses the need for any system-level modifications or app installations by working entirely within the Safari environment. This makes it compatible with all iOS versions from iOS 12 to iOS 26 without requiring any additional setup.
That's impressive. But how does it manage to keep the location simulation running in the background, even when the user closes the tab or locks the phone?
loc567 leverages specific optimizations to maintain a stable simulation, even after the browser is moved to the background. It avoids relying on background processes that would be easily cut off by iOS for security reasons. The tool is designed to be lightweight and efficient, which helps in maintaining the simulation without consuming excessive resources.
That's a clever approach. Now, let's talk about the technical components. What are two of the most interesting architectural or technical ideas specific to this repo?
One key idea is the use of the W3C geolocation API in a way that's not typically used for long-term simulations. The tool simulates location without relying on any system-level hooks, which is a rare feat. Another is the use of native Safari capabilities to bypass iOS restrictions on background processes, all while ensuring no system logs are generated.
I see. Are there any caveats or limitations to using loc567?
Yes, loc567 only works with the Safari browser on iOS, not with Chrome or other third-party browsers. It also requires a compliant network environment, which can sometimes be restrictive. Additionally, the tool is not intended for illegal or unethical use, such as cheating or bypassing company policies.
That's an important point. What about the security and privacy implications? How does the tool ensure that user data remains secure?
All data processing happens locally on the device, and no information is uploaded to any external servers. The tool doesn't inject any system-level changes or modify iOS files, which means there is no footprint left on the device that could be flagged by security systems.
That's reassuring. What about the future of the project? Are there any plans for expansion?
The project is still actively maintained, and the developers plan to continue updating it to support future iOS versions. They also mention that they will be adding more features and improving the tool's stability and reliability over time.
That's great to hear. For someone who wants to use this tool, what are the key steps to get started?
The user needs to access the loc567 website through Safari on their iPhone, grant the browser location permissions, and then select a target coordinate. The simulation starts immediately, and even if the user closes the tab or locks the phone, the location remains active.
I see. Are there any technical challenges the developers had to overcome while creating this?
One of the biggest challenges was ensuring that the location simulation would remain active in the background without being killed by iOS. They had to optimize the tool to be lightweight and efficient, avoiding any system-level resources that would be flagged or terminated.
That's a common problem with background processes on iOS. What about performance on older devices? Does the tool work well on older iOS versions?
Yes, the tool is designed to be compatible with all iOS versions starting from iOS 12 up to iOS 26. It doesn't require any special hardware or system-level modifications, so it should work well on a wide range of devices, including older ones.
That's a solid point. Who should actually care about this repository?
iOS developers who are working on location-based apps or testing geolocation APIs. It's also useful for anyone who needs to simulate location without the hassle of jailbreaking or installing extra tools.